everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is May the 20th, 2023. I thought I'd just do a little update here. The first video you're going to see here in this update is April the 18th. And the one before that, the last video we did was sometime in March, I think the 18th of March. So we haven't done a whole lot, but in the last week or so I've gotten a lot accomplished. So I'm going to take you through that in a minute. But I just wanted to show you some of the things that are happening out in the garden. Not much, but I just thought I'd give you a little update and see whether or not any of those things that I planted actually have grown. Some good, some not so good. Just wanted to mention too that my daughter came down with her cousins. There's a video that I have on this channel as well. Be a link to it up here. Anyways, so we took a week there, did some traveling. And then I had to get that video done, so it's been posted. And then I thought, well, I'll just do a little update now. So first I'm just going to show you a little bit of what's happened in the garden. It has some success, some failures. So my lettuce is growing, but not very fast. I moved it into the shade of this little hedge. Seems to have done a lot better. It has been very dry. We are in the dry season now, and so I'm having to water. But I will say that my zucchini is growing. Better angle that one. You can see I got a zucchini coming here. Another one down there. It's actually doing pretty good. The reason I have this little screen around here is because the birds want to eat the zucchinis. This one not so much, and this one you can just see has a very tiny little zucchini coming on it as well. So I'm happy about that. My potato patch, on the other hand, not so much. Most of them have died. I don't know what it is. Too hot, too dry. Some kind of infection, bug, fungus, I don't know what it is. Anyway, as you can see just by looking around, it's very, very dry here. I also did some more weed killing down here at the bottom, just so I could keep up with it. And we also have a mango growing here, which is really nice. Only one on this plant, however. And I just wanted to mention over on the other side, we got some flowers blossoming here. I can't remember what these are called. But also down here we have an orange tree. It's not very big, but it does have 3 oranges on it. So we're looking forward to harvesting them someday, hopefully. Okay, so that's it for the outside. I'm going to take you in and show you what I've done in the kitchen in the last month or so. Well, we completed our first section of tile today on the backsplash behind the countertops. Seemed to have gone pretty well. Had to cut in around the electrical plug-in. And we just got a piece of sluiter here. And then up at the top corner, there's going to be a facade on that side, so that'll be out to where that sluiter is there. And on the other side, it's going to be a sheet of plywood up next to the fridge that's going to come up to that tile. Anyways, went fairly well. So we'll put the grout in tomorrow, probably, or the next day, and see how she looks. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is May the 10th, 2003. On the last little clip, I mentioned that I had just got started on the backsplash. That's the section that I had already done. Still haven't got it grouted yet. But today I just wanted to mention that I have gotten another whole section done. So this is the section left of the stove. And behind the stove, all the way down to the bottom. And all the way across to the other corner. Between the 2 windows. And the far corner where the coffee maker used to sit. Yeah, so I'm happy about that. I still have to put the grout in there, but I've got to wait for a while till everything's completely set up. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Passion for Life Gallery. It is May the 13th, and today I managed to get all the grout done. This is the first section that I had done. This is the section behind the stove. So it's nice to have that finished and have the plug-ins put back together again. Everything's looking really good. And another thing I did is I redid the base for the stove. Our stove was a little bit low. So in order to raise it up, I built a plywood base, and before I had put some Bondex or Quickset with tiles, but just wouldn't adhere. This time I took the same tiles as are on the floor and I glued them to the board, and it worked out a lot better. So I'm hoping that's going to stay good. So now I just got to put the stove back in, and I'm hoping that it's going to be a little bit less noticeable because it's the same tile as the floor. So the other thing I did is the stove is a little bit too small for the opening. These are standard 24-inch countertops, but this is a very small stove. So what we did at the back, I built this piece of wood and I put some of the tile from the backsplash on there, so that when you stand back and you first come in, it's almost seems to blend in with the backsplash. So that covers up the hole, makes everything look a little bit more harmonious. So one more step in the long road to completion. Well, in the last few days, I have been up to quite a bit. I guess it's been a week now. So I'm just going to show you what I've accomplished in a week. So the first major thing I did was I added a wall, small partition wall, to the right of the fridge, and I added a cabinet above there. It's a very shallow, it's only 16 inches deep, but at least it's usable space. And that really finishes off the area around the fridge nicely. So the other thing I did, as you'll notice as well, I have added the valance above the cabinets all the way around the room. In addition to that, I added the toe kicks or baseboards below the cabinets. These toe kicks snap into the legs on the bottom of the cabinet, so they're actually really easy to remove should you need to get under there to clean or access plumbing or whatever. The other thing I did was I added the little valance underneath the cabinets to block out the light. I just made a very simple beveled piece of wood with a little curved cove in it, whatever you want to call it, and then I just painted them green. And I finished painting this screen up underneath where the stove ventilator is as well. So that's done all the way around. And the last thing I did, I added a faceplate just below the sluter on the countertop. I just actually stained that today. So that is a cold cafe. It's very dark, but it goes nicely with the dark in the backsplash, and there's a little bit of dark also in the tiles. Okay, so that's it for this update. Next major project that I have to do is the doors on the cabinets, and that's going to be at least a week. Hoping to get started on Monday-ish, Tuesday. But yeah, it's going to be at least a week, maybe a week and a half or more to get all of that done. And then I have a little bit of touch-up to do, and that will be just about it for the kitchen. Oh, I should mention the project after that will be the cove molding on the ceiling, which is going to be, has to be done throughout the whole house, but I'm going to get started here in the kitchen. But that is for another day. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for following us here on Passion for Life Gallery. This is Home on the Range. Thanks for watching.